Okay, so this is gonna be a start to sort of finish tutorial on how to do the full wrap wine wraps. So here's some examples. And these ones, this one's got a topper, so that will be another tutorial at some point. These are all straight tumblers. You have to make sure if you want to do the full wraps, you get the straight ones and not the egg-shaped ones. So just like this with about an inch or so of curve at the bottom. And here's a few more here. These ones are all designs that I have made, and I will see if I can figure out how to put the link to my Etsy shop. If I can't, you can always search me up. It's Mad Crow Creations. So this is my design that I'm doing. It's for a custom order, a customer. This one is black. It's horrible doing black. But anyways, I agreed to do it. I've got 4 to 10 done. So I'll show you how I do this. So anyways, that's about where it goes around the bottom, right? So we're gonna just trim up. I'm not gonna measure or anything, but I'm just gonna make slits up along here, not going past about there, all the way across, so it will help it conform to the shape of the cup. All right. Now these ones, let's get this lined up here. Obviously, if you've never done a full wrap before, I would never recommend you start off trying to do black or anything too complicated. So do something, these ones are easy to wrap actually. The bottoms of them with the glitter really conceals any mistakes you might make. So this is a good kind of design to start with. And the drink ones also aren't too bad. I've got a few other designs up that have water along the bottom, which really masks any mess ups as well. But at the end of the day, it's a handmade item, so don't beat yourself up. You're never gonna get it 100% perfect. And if the customer wants perfect, they can go try to find it in the store, but they won't find it there either, I can guarantee that. So 3 pieces, nice and firm. And I am gonna run my fingernail down the seam a few times here. This is important, especially when doing black anything, tumblers, wine coolers, whatever, because you really don't want the ghosting. So after I've done that a bit, I'm going to do the top next. So for regular wine tumblers, I usually sell them for 25. These guys, however, they take more tape, which you're gonna see in a minute here. And tape is not cheap, we know that. Shh, Rocky. So anyways, I'm going slowly, and I'm not doing it too hard. Actually, I'm just making sure that it's really snug. And I've left a bit of overhang here that I can wrap in the top here. I'm a mom, I've got kids, you'll hear them in the background. This is about as quiet as they can get for me. So there's the top, and then we got the dog whining too. It's just magical, love it. So top's done. Now I'm gonna do the base here before the curve, before it starts curving in. Make sure that the flat part's still. Usually I do this in my lap and it's more stable, so I'm having kind of looking all weird trying to do this on the table now because it's rolling around a lot on me. I'm not used to it. All right, so I'm not going super tight. I'm just doing it nice and snug around this part here. Just slowly too. If you go too fast, you're gonna get your wrinkles. See, even right here, it's wrinkling up a little bit, so I'm actually just gonna use some more tape. Oops. Come here. There we go. And I am going to go ahead and just put some here because a little bit of tape is a lot cheaper than having to do this over and wasting a cup. So there, we've got our initial piece here, always making sure it's nice and smooth. If you've got lumps, you're gonna ruin your cup, so you might as well start over now or just chuck it in the garbage without wasting any more time cooking it. Pick one. Now, here's where the awful part starts. So we're gonna start to do around the curve here. All right, now I'm gonna pull tighter, but you gotta go slow and do a bit at a time here so that it won't bunch up on you. Rocky, really? All right, go slow. Merrick, can you please come let Rocky out for me, bud? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Take care of this right now. No, you cannot say hi. This is my Tumbler video. Okay, so I'm keep going around slowly and sort of smoothing down as I go. So I've got 5 more of these to tape on this order of 10. I have to take breaks in between because honestly, they're just a lot of work to them. All right, now we're gonna keep going with black designs. Some tricks to them are definitely just to, sorry, here we go. Cook for less time. So I do about a minute less actually. I do on my regular ones, like the pink crazy glittery leopard ones I just showed you, I would do 5 minutes, 30 seconds on those at 350 degrees. And then on this black one, I've been doing 4 minutes and 15 seconds because black is so touchy. You don't want to overcook it or it's gonna look brown. Tends to burn easily. So everyone's oven is different too, but I find like the sweet spot for heat is 350 for like everything. I don't change my temperature on anything. So like frosted glass, I do it 350, but I just cook it for longer. All of these white glossy material things like these tumblers, the 20-ounce tumblers, 15-ounce camping cups, all that stuff. I do it all at 350 for the 5 minutes and 30 seconds. But shimmers need less time, a little bit less time. So sometimes shimmers, I'll do those for the 4 minutes and 30 seconds as well. And mirror tumblers, if you've used those are the most delicate. And they also, if you're doing them in the oven, only need the 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But if you use an oven that you can't stand them up, then with the mirror tumblers, you have to put padding under them, silicone, so that they don't scratch. Anyways, just telling you a bunch of random stuff while I am taping. So this has gone quite quickly this time. Usually it takes me like 15, 20 minutes to do this. So anyways, there. We've used about, $18 worth of tape here, so I think we should be good. Now, I'm seeing an air bubble there. I want to pull it down. All right, now I'm going to go back to this seam. Run my finger again as much as I can. A little tiny bit on the other side. Okay, and then tape it. Good Lord, come on. Fairly tight here as well, but make sure you're getting it on straight so that you're not bunching anything. And then we'll just do that again. Oh, this is the worst part about making these. I can't stand this part, but it's gotta be done. So now with the seam as your guide, you're gonna go around and try to, with your fingernail, just do like what you're doing with here, creasing around the bits that you can, just to try to have the least amount of ghosting as possible. Now, it's like gonna be an act of God or something if you actually get this right bang on with absolutely zero ghosting. So don't worry about it. You're just trying to do your best here. And this is where, as I said, it's a homemade item. If you get good at doing this, there's not too many people that can do this well, because it takes a bit of skill and practice for sure. So if it looks 95% good, you should be pretty proud of yourself. It's not easy to do. So I'm gonna keep going. My wrist is already getting sore here. This is why I need to take breaks. So, some people, crazy people, I'm gonna call them, and I'm joking, I'm totally joking, they like to use shrink wrap. I hate shrink wrap. I do not think that it works. Every time I see posts and help forums and I see the tops and bottoms, like, yep, shrink wrap, shrink wrap, shrink wrap. It makes your cups look like crap. You gotta use painter's tape. I'm telling you. I almost gave up subbing because of the stupid shrink wrap. It was throwing me off, ruining all my stuff. I was, already hundreds of dollars in, and I'm like, screw this, I'm done. But then I switched to painter's tape, and I'm like, okay, there we go. That's the answer. So, use painter's tape. Trust me. Any painter's tape. I think this is just, what is this one? 3M painter's tape. Painter's tape is safe in the heat at 350 degrees for like up to 30 minutes, I believe. So don't worry about it burning or anything. And then just go ahead and try to tape around nice and even pressure. And almost done. So I don't know how long this has taken so far. A lot longer than making anything else. So make sure you charge for your tape and your time when you're doing these full wraps. Okay, now here we've got the pressure from our heat tape, but heat tape likes to pull up sometimes in the oven. So we're gonna just put tape anyway, just to hold it down. And that's it. You don't have to worry about that being awesome or anything. We also have to get here because the air is going to come in here. It's going to lift it up, and then you're going to get the air. It's going to go down in there. So go ahead, throw some tape here. Now don't worry about the residue from the tape. It'll come off. But what you should get is Goo Be Gone. That will take off the tape residue. Just use a tiny bit. It goes a long way. And then gently wash it off after because it's quite greasy. It makes the cup slippery and gross. All right, that's it. You are good to go. Yeah, looks good. So that will go in the oven. Normally, on a normal design, light colors like this one, be 5 minutes, 30 seconds at 350. Mine's a stand-up oven, but if you are using the lay-down oven, make sure you're rotating like every 1 minute, 45 seconds. Dark design, so reds actually as well, black, navy blues, make sure that you're doing it for like a minute less, sometimes a minute 30 less. And that is it. So I would say if you want to give this a go, I've got these easy designs on my Etsy. There's lots of other designers that have the full wrap designs as well. And then along with these, I've got a couple easy ones with the water that goes around the bottom that you could try for a first shot. And that's it. I hope you found this helpful.